Hello, fourth graders. We're here today to have a reading lesson. And the title of our reading lesson today is the Smithsonian Institute. Okay, so go ahead, you'll put your name and your number, and we're ready to start. Okay, I'm going to number my paragraphs 1, 2. This is still a continuation. The American Indian Museum is part of 2, and so this is 3 and 4. Okay, let's start reading. An English scientist named James Smithson died in 1829. So he's a scientist, and his name is James Smithson. Okay. He left a lot of money. Ooh, left a lot of money. I think I'll put a heart there. To the United States. So it's the United States of America where we live. This was odd. Odd. You know what that word means? This is like, why would somebody do that? Why would they leave a bunch of money to a country and he's never even been here? He never even visited our nation. Interesting. His will, do you know what a will is? It's the paper that tells who's going to get what out of what you left when you die. It's a will. It said that the funds, and the funds are the money, must be used to increase knowledge among all people. Knowledge. I've heard that before. I'll put a check there. The US government had to think of a way to do that. How are they going to use that money to teach all people? It chose to create a research museum. You know what a museum is? A place you can go visit. You can see things that they have inside the museum that are rare, that you don't get to see in any other places. It is the Smithsonian Institute. You've probably heard of that. Very famous. It is in Washington, D.C. So this is where they decided to build the museum, in Washington, D.C. Okay, I'm going to put a check mark there. Let's do hashtag for our first paragraph, hashtag money. Because he left all this money. Money. Paragraph 2. The first building was called the castle, but the institute soon outgrew it. What does that mean? They didn't have enough room for all the stuff they're going to put in there. Today, it has many, many buildings. There is a Museum of American Art, an Air and Space Museum, and a Museum of American History. So a lot of information is in this museum. There is a Museum of African Art, a Museum of Natural History, and a Postal Museum. The American Indian Museum and the National Zoo are all part of it too. So they all got part of the money that what's his name? James Smithson left. So they were able to do all that for our wonderful country. Wasn't that nice of him? And he was English. That means he was from Britain. He didn't even live here. Let's see, hashtag museum. M-U-S-E-U-M. Paragraph 3. The Smithsonian has one of the largest collections on Earth. It owns more than 137 million items. That's a lot of items. Some are artwork. There's an art gallery. Some are scientific, and others are historic. Things from a long time ago that they save and keep them safe so nobody ever owns them. They belong to everybody because they're in a museum. It displays just 2% of the 137 items of those items. The rest are available for research. So scientists will research some of the items. And the collection is changed from time to time. So they put some stuff out, then they'll put it away in a vault, probably in safekeeping, and then bring out other items. So people have the opportunity to see lots of different items. Okay, so this should be hashtag. Let's see. Let's see, what should we call it? How about 137 million? M. And our last paragraph 4. Best of all, so this is what is the best of all? It is free. Have you ever been to Washington, D.C.? I've been there a couple times. All of the museums are free because they want people to be able, anybody to be able to go in and see and not have to spend money. And if people have a big family, or, or even just a couple kids and a couple adults, these museums can cost a lot. So this way everyone can go and see it for free to see everything. Each year, more than 25 million people visit. It does just what Smithson had hoped. It increases what? Knowledge. Hashtag knowledge. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put a question mark somewhere. Castle, I'll put a question mark there. And I'll put a check mark.